Hello, Dawn here, and I'm here with a little marketing reality check just to remind everybody that it's not all about us, it's all about them when it comes to our prospects, and specifically how our prospects prefer getting their information. When people matter, we go out of our way to communicate with them in a way that is meaningful to them, in a way that they will get our message, think about our message, and think about us in a preferable way. Here are some real stark examples. Bosses are people who matter. I used to work for a boss who liked to drop by to find out what the latest and greatest in the marketing department was. And when he showed up at the door, that was my cue to share any statistics, to share any discoveries, to give them a brief overview of what's going on. Well, later on, there was a restructuring, and I was reporting to someone new, and I drove her crazy with my ad hoc, at any given time of the day, giving her an update on what was going on in the marketing department. She preferred to get a spreadsheet with very specific information on a specific day and time that gave her everything she needed to figure out what was going on in the marketing department. Now, sadly for me, I didn't figure this out for 3 or 4 weeks, and when I finally realized what was going on, I was just aghast. I should have known better. A boss is a person who matters, therefore I should be delivering the information in a way that she wanted it. Similarly, throughout my career, I've always been involved in public relations, and one evening I was busy getting a press release out. We were launching a new product, and it was a fairly significant announcement for us. And my boss came by and asked me, you're faxing some of those, you're actually folding and mailing some of those. Wouldn't it be easier if you just did it all one way or the other? Little did he know, in addition to faxing and snail mail, I had also been emailing editors and phoning editors with our announcement. And the reason that I was doing that was at that particular point in time, they all had different preferences in how they wanted to receive the news. Absolutely, we wanted them to listen, we wanted them to get it, we wanted them to write about it. And so it would do me no good if an editor preferred to receive an email to fax him a news release. Similarly, if an editor wanted to receive press releases by the mail and by the mail only, a phone call was a waste of his time and a waste of my time. And furthermore, if I had gone with just one vehicle of getting my message across, I would not have as many different opportunities. And I think we need to start looking at our prospects and realizing that it's their preference in how they receive our messages that matter. And sometimes that means extra work for us, and sometimes it means repeating ourselves, but prospects certainly are worth it. I think we need to realize that we're living in a new reality. The marketplace has been revolutionized, both in our advantage and to our disadvantage. But when we look at the fact that people are investing, paying money for tools, taking time to put themselves on registers so that they can block out our marketing message, I think we need to stand up and take notice. Further, this is very conservative, that 72% are Googling before they engage with us. And that means if you're not visible online, you're not being found. And if you're not being found, you're not closing a lot of business. So, rhetorically, what does this behavior tell us? Probably that we need to change. Believe it or not, and part of the reason I'm making this video is I've actually heard the following in the past week. Quote, "I don't want to blog. I do so much better face-to-face." Somebody else, "I'm not a writer and I don't want to pay for one. I'm happy to answer any question a customer or prospect has. They just have to pick up the phone." And all of this, clinging to this attitude in spite of the fact that the pipelines are empty and the phone isn't ringing And business is far diminished from what it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Even in the face of these reality checks, I don't see a lot of change happening in the professional services world. And I think that it really does need to happen. And those that figure this out, I think are going to be the ones who win at the end of the day. Prospects, like bosses and editors, are people who matter. And therefore, whether we like it or not, we're going to have to learn how to deliver the messages and the content that they want through the platform that they want. You know, with a lot of decision makers, they're searching after hours. They want to go to your blog and your website and get the answers to their questions. If you've got static information that hasn't been changed since you launched your website, what are they going to find there? If you have stubbornly avoided Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you're missing out on a segment of the audience. And a lot of times I could understand that if traditional marketing was still being done, but too often no marketing is being done. You have to be out there and you have to use these different platforms or nobody is going to know about you. You won't have any visibility. Now I know that all of those platforms, all of those tactics can seem overwhelming, but that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to make that easier. I'm here to meet you where you are and to help you get on track. And I think that one by one, as you put these things in place, you'll start to fall in love with your business again. So reach out to me, let me know where you need help and if I can help. And I look forward to speaking with you in the near future. Thank you. Bye now.